Hi, how you doing? I'm Patrick Mulholland, host of This Afternoon. We're not going to do our normal opening credits today because this marks the first ever traveling episode. What we're going to do is for the next couple months we're going to travel cross country and we're going to hit different landmarks, different tourist attractions, and it's fun for me, so I hope you enjoy watching it. Today we're going to Shirley Plantation here in Virginia, which is 250,000 acres of pure history. It's a fun place, so just watch. Alright, so welcome to This Afternoon, and today we're at Shirley Plantation here in Virginia. Let's take a look. This is a little snippet. If we can get out of the car, which I hope we can, I'll show you more. This is a very, very, very large plantation. We already passed through at least 1.5 miles worth of corn, and that wasn't even the plantation. So we'll see what we can get more. Okay, so we're here at Shirley Plantation, which is the oldest plantation in Virginia. It was settled in 1613, and it's absolutely beautiful. We're going to see if we can get some tickets to go in and tour the grounds after driving through a mile of corn, then another mile worth of wheat. We're 2 miles inside the plantation. And take a look at this house. It's beautiful. These are the buildings. Alright, we're going to see if we can get tickets and get some more info. Okay, so we have our tickets, and we have what's called a calling card. Back in the 18th century, you had to present a calling card in order to see the family that you were going to see. So ours is 2:30. We'll be going to see the family inside the house, the great house, which is where they live now. What did they say, the 11th generation? Yeah. 11th generation of this family still lives here. And then the rest we can tour on our own. So I definitely suggest if you want to see some great history, come to Shirley Plantation here in Virginia. So now we're currently in the gardens of the Shirley Plantation, and as you can see, it's pretty well kept up. It's very nice in here, very solemn and quaint. Yes, I use the word quaint. We're sitting underneath what looks to be a vine hut kind of thing, and it's really beautiful. This plantation is still up and running. Wheat and corn as far as we could see so far. Okay, so basically standing behind me is the Hill Carter home, which is, they were the owners and still are the owners of this lovely Shirley Plantation, which is, like I said, the oldest plantation in Virginia, settled in 1613. It's back in the 17th century. Very old. However, there's, I want to say, 225,000 acres. I could be wrong. It could be 250,000 acres of land here at Shirley Plantation. Just to get in from the road, it's a 2-mile road to get in. 1 mile of corn and 1 mile of wheat you drive through. To my left, we have the kitchen. Which will be your right. To my right, we have the gift shop and the ticket sales. Over here behind us, we have the storage house. And of course, over here, we have the ice house. This place is beautiful. Unfortunately, I was able to get a tour of the house, but I wasn't able to take my camera, and I didn't get any pictures, and I didn't get any video footage. But, if you want to learn for yourself, please, come here and find out. Okay, here we are in the kitchen of the Shirley Plantation, and of course it's not real food because real food would go bad. But this is just an idea of the delicacies that this family used to eat throughout the last 3 centuries. Makes Thanksgiving dinner look small. Okay, right over here we have what's called the root cellar, which is basically a way to preserve food that is harvested here. One of which was, of course, and still is, corn and wheat. Behind me is the And behind this great plantation, we have the James River, which is a very, very large river. It's about at least a half to 3/4 of a mile wide. Now, I'm not talking long. This is the length of the state. However, it's not fun to drive over. One rather big piece of history on this plantation is the owners of this plantation, generations ago, were very closely related. I believe they were aunts and uncles or parents of, I'd have to double check on that, the great General Robert E. Lee. And at this time, I'm going to pause for a moment of silence with the wonderful American flag. One of the separate buildings at this plantation is what we call the ice house. The ice house is where they would store ice, underground of course, in the ice pit. That there is the ice pit dome. A little bit of ventilation, but that's where they would keep the ice for, well, many uses. Well, this will end the segment, this episode, at Shirley Plantation. I had a great time. It's a lot of history to take in, and it's a lot of good knowledge that anybody should have. I suggest you come down and visit Shirley Plantation. You can check them out at www.shirleyplantation.com. Pretty easy to remember. It's SHIRLEY plantation.com. Send me a comment, Facebook or YouTube, and I can give you more information. And, well, ta-ta for now.